Hello and welcome back to And We Rollin'. Today, as the title suggests, we'll be partying on our AMG to work on our AMG. But before we get into that, we got a couple things to do around the garage, so let's get started. So, first things first, gotta get the lifts back up. Way too many cars in here to not have any lifts, so I plastic bonded the lifts back together. Then I glued them in place this time because I don't want them falling down. I need them solid. I need them in place. Hot glue. Then I decided to take a break. Took the STO out for a spin. After that, y'all, I have to address the SF90. Between the last two scenes, some of you might have noticed that the broken wheel switched from the driver's side to the passenger side. That's because I took a quick trip to New York, visited some touristy things, and when I got back, I fixed the SF90, took it out, and broke another wheel. So I'm gonna take you guys on a quick trip to New York, visit some tourist sites, and then when we get back, we'll work on the G-Wagon. Before I get into building the G-Wagon, I just thought I'd touch on why I'm doing this in the first place. Some of you might know, some of you might not know, but this is honestly one of my favorite cars. Like, I love my AMG GT. But I've been trying to work on a gearbox for it for a while now. And I don't know if you guys can see that dark line right there. It might be more visible here. But that is gear shavings right there, you guys. Those are metal shavings. So I've been trying to make a sturdier gearbox with metal gears, and it just hasn't been working. And this is my metal pinion. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the teeth are gone. It just completely blew up. So at this point, I figure why keep trying to like get this thing to run when it just doesn't want to, when I could take the good parts out of here and put them in there. So that didn't take too long. We got all the parts we need, or hopefully all the parts we need. Basically everything that was in the Mercedes is here. So let's go ahead and open up the G-Wagon and we'll take it from there. The top of the G-Wagon comes off in one piece. For those that are wondering, take a quick look around. at how this is made for anybody who's wondering what this looks like inside. You know, one thing I find interesting is the front trim actually isn't even on the shell. It's right here. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get all these electronics and stuff out of here because we don't need them anymore. You guys know the drill. It will start replacing it with our parts from our dearly departed GT. Here are the internals for the G-Wagon. In case anybody was wondering what all this stuff looks like, most of it we will not be using except for this. Figured now would be a good time to take a break, show you guys what's going on. So we got the battery compartment out the AMG GT put in. That's literally just to hold the door in place. That's about it. Then we've got the front wheels on and the steering mechanism in place. That's all good to go. And next we're gonna put the motor in. All right, you guys, I got the gearbox in, the back wheels back on. Just about done here. Just want to point out that for this one with the 9-tooth and then these rear springs, I got out of here because car bounced too much using the stock springs. I'm gonna finish buttoning this up and then yeah, we're just about done. All right, you guys, so we're pretty much done here. All we have to do is put in the lights and wire up the on-off switch. For this car, we're gonna go with the remote on-off. I thought this looked really cool, matches the G-Wagon pretty well. For those of you who are wondering how that works, basically you have the on-off switch for the ESC. You know, you plug the battery into the ESC, it powers everything. In this instance, we're gonna remove the switch from the end of this and wire it to our remote relay. And basically, once we wire this in, it becomes our on-off switch, which is gonna be controlled by the remote. So I'll get this wired up and we can take a quick another look at it. Okay, so we got it all wired up. This is our remote relay. The blue and yellow wires go to the black and red wires of the ESC. So those wires would have been the switch, the actual switch that we removed from the ESC. The black and red wires from the remote relay go to the battery. See, that's directly back to the battery, okay? The splitter is because you need to power the relay, but remember the relay is only a switch, so you still need to power the ESC. So we have the splitter, which sends power also to the ESC. And that is how you wire that up. Let's go ahead and see if everything's working. So car's on, press the button again, car's off. If there's any questions, feel free to drop them below and I'll try my best to explain or help you out with that. For now, everything's pretty much done. I'm gonna put the lights in, get this thing buttoned up, and the G-Wagon should be ready to go. I got the G-Wagon all buttoned up now. I think I'm gonna take it for a test drive. So until next time, let's keep it rolling.